A man is cleaning the area when another man arrives and says good morning. The man who just arrived says he is going to make a call and will be back soon. The other man says that everything is fine. The man walks away and calls the boss. The boss answers and asks what the reason for the call. The man says that his coworker is not doing a good cleaning. The boss replied that thank you very much for warning about the situation, and that later he will stop by the company to check the cleaning. The man said that he will be waiting for the boss. At the end of the call, the man approaches the other worker and tells him that he is doing a good job. The worker replies that he is happy, because for him it is very important to please his boss. The man tells the worker not to worry, because he is doing a great job cleaning. The next day the man says good morning to his wife. She asks how he is, and asks if he will eat before leaving. The man replies that he will leave early to impress the boss. The woman tells the man to be careful with the people he talks to at work, especially the other worker. Her husband replies that she shouldn't worry, because the day before the other man complimented her on her work. The woman insists that the man be careful. He thanks her and says goodbye to her. Later the man is cleaning the company floor. One of the workers passes him and asks if he can clean his office later. The man says yes. Seeing the situation, the other worker approaches him and asks the man why he wants to perform a service without getting paid for it. The man replies that it costs me nothing, do your best. The other man replies that he is wasting his time doing extra work. He replies that he would rather work twice as hard to get paid twice as much in the future. He goes on to say that the man should do the same. The next day the worker takes his wife to an important meeting. She thanks him and asks how the work is going. Her husband replies that he is happy, but doesn't like the other worker's attitude. His wife tells him to be careful. Meanwhile, the other man is watching from under the tree and wonders how the worker has such a nice car, while he works so long and still doesn't have his own car. But later the man is cleaning the pool, and the coworker approaches him complaining about the service he is doing. The worker replies that he is doing his best, but the man keeps looking for a way to criticize, and says he will call the boss. The worker says that he will not listen to his insults, and that he is ready to talk to the boss. Upon arrival, the man tells the boss that the worker is lazy. The boss asks the man if this is true. The worker replies that he is always doing his best. The boss then asks why the places he had cleaned were dirty. At this moment, the worker feels humiliated and understands that everything was planned by the other man. The worker was very honest and told the boss that he would rather resign from the company so as not to continue being humiliated. He packs his things and leaves. The boss tells the other man to be on the lookout for the next professional that he will hire. The man replies that he will get a very good new worker. The other day, the former employee was walking down the street when the boss's car is passing by. The boss stops the car and says good afternoon to the man. The man is happy to see the boss and responds very politely. The boss says he needs to tell the man something, that one day he was in his house and checked the security cameras, and realized that he was telling the truth, and that in fact the other man was the imposter. The worker says he is happy that the chat now knows the truth, that his wife always warned about the other man. The boss goes on to say that the man can come back to work in his company, but the man replies that even if he is in need, he can't work in the same place as the tax. But the boss replies that the imposter has been fired, and that now the man will have the position of manager. The man replies that he is very happy about the opportunity and will take the job again.